Microphones and Monsters is a Creative Typo production. We'd like to give a special thank you to our executive producer level supporters from Patreon, Mead and Patrick T. Arsenault.
Imagine a place where ancient secrets and unnatural horrors lie dormant. A place where the veil between worlds is thin, and the creatures of the night roam free. On Microphones and Monsters, a ragtag crew of travelers sets sail for one such destination. But beware, dear listener, for the horrors of Farzine are not for the faint of heart.
Well, I didn't really want to have to do something like this again. I definitely don't miss these days.
As you're starting to get to the end of squeezing out, a pair of ghasts jump out. First one jumps at Xerothin. The other one jumps at Lucius, squeezing through the hole. Gas 2, he's
what,
like...
Did Gas 1 move?
Gas 1 did not move.
Okay.
Gas 2, on the other hand, like, tries to kind of, like, reach and just, like, turns around and goes for Izzodath.
Bring it on.
2. So I'm sure a 6 doesn't hit.
Nope, it does not.
And
Plus
second,
it moved towards you.
Yeah, if he moved towards me.
He did move towards you.
Throw. Yeah, he'll have to make a dex save throw.
Dex saving throw. Oh, before the attack?
Either one. It's just to see if he's going to get hit or not.
15 on the saving throw.
That succeeds. So he's fine.
And
so my scorpion tail would have snapped out at him, but he dodged it.
All right. Yeah, bite missed. Claw is 13 to hit.
That meets my armor class.
Okay. That is 7 slashing damage. It's so hard to pick up a D4.
It really is.
I need
Unless
to go
you pick it up with
training
your
like
foot.
in Kung Pao, where he's like you got to dig the hands into the dice tray with the fingers.
Yeah.
Get the nipples. Yeah, so he tries to bite you, fails, and then slashes at you in your just center mass, and like I guess just some of your.
Well, I was wearing some of the armor.
So
you
you are wearing the armor. Yeah.
Like the chest plate of it.
Yeah. All right, Xerothin.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to kill Ghast 1. First attack with the hammer. Not great that time. That's only a 9.
That does not hit.
Second attack. Nat 1. I don't feel like messing with this thing. I will burn Action Surge so I can take another attack action. That doesn't let me do a multi-attack again, right?
It's a full attack action. So if you get 2 attacks on your attack action, you
I take 2. I don't get 2?
You do.
I do.
Like you literally take another attack action.
So another 2 attacks.
However many attacks come with that.
Gotcha. Okay. So this one's better. That is 17.
That hits.
10 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And then the follow-up is a 19.
That hits.
Damage is 9.
Ooh.
This
the
ghast is barely hanging on.
It's looking ghastly.
It is.
Boo.
It's stumbling. Like it's like there's like you hear a voice like off in the distance of the cavern going, "Finish him." He's just kind of staggered.
Finish him.
Fatality.
All right.
Isn't there one where you turn them into a baby? Or something?
That's the babality.
Babality.
It's from MK3.
Lucius. Yeah, so
I'm hiding.
that ghast has got its back to you now.
Guiding bolt, and then I can get him in the back.
You know what? Sure. I'm going to go ahead and try and cast a guiding bolt at it.
All right.
That's going to be a 23 to hit.
That hits.
And it's going to be all of these.
All of these.
It's going to be 13 radiant damage. And the next attack made against it will have advantage.
Oh, hold on. Radiant damage. Remember your second number.
I will.
Okay, what's the second?
Well, that's the only number. The other part is that the next attack made against it will have advantage.
Okay. All right, then. And that's it for your turn?
Zap.
That'll be it for my turn.
Izzodath.
I'm staying in the hole for right now.
Okay. Izzodath.
Right.
Oh, and the radiant... Oh, I'm sorry. Radiant damage, was you could tell that it was very, very effective. Like, it just scorches the fuck out of its back.
Oh.
Nice.
All right, sorry. Izzodath.
Wink.
So Izzodath is probably going to go after that ghast because she feels like Xerothin can likely handle himself with ghast 1.
This one's also
It's a
attacking you.
Yeah.
It's a big glowing
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
For the glowing spot, it's always the weakness.
Yeah. It's just
So-
it's just glowing all over because he just blasted him. And it just kind of just like, it was bigger than any guiding bolt like impact that you've seen him do.
Just hit him anywhere.
She's gonna smack him with her stick,
All
or at least try. It was advantage on attacks.
Yeah.
Yes, advantage.
So that was a 21 to
Yep.
hit.
That hits.
So her first attack will be 9 bludgeoning damage, and then second attack is an 18 to hit
That hits.
and 7 bludgeoning damage.
I describe the killing blow.
Excellent. So her and her little, skeleton tail that's lumbering above her head just kind of just heave into him. So again, hits her with the left and then crosses over with the right. And it's just going to strike him just like kind of right across the head and like snap his neck.
Ooh.
Get him, Izzy.
Gas 2 is killed. He's dead.
Bonked to death.
As I've heard some youngsters say, alley-oop.
From what era?
It's Lucius.
He's pretty old.
Lucius
From what
is-
dimension?
Lucius is probably the biggest mystery here. Great job, Marceline.
You're doing so well.
Just like thumbs up and a weak smile.
Oh, Rufus.
So there's just one ghast left.
There's
right? I
one
can't
ghast
kill
and
that
it's
one.
just kind of just staggering over there in front of Xerothin.
I hear no bell.
Okay, Rufus is gonna run over there to kill that other ghast. Hopefully, so I'm gonna roll to attack it. I ran over there. I'm like right next to Xerothin. A 16 to hit,
16 hits.
and because Xerothin's within 5 feet, I'm gonna do sneak attack damage, even though it's not necessary. So 8 damage on the ghast, and then an additional, how many? 3d6 for a total 8.
He's doing
Plus-
it. He's rolling a sneak attack.
So proud.
I'm rolling a sneak. It's not necessary. I'm doing it. I don't care. That thing didn't even know I existed.
Right.
12. Total of 20 damage on that attack.
Okay,
Got him, buddy.
how are you killing it?
I just sort of I like to think that I sprint out of the little hole, the squeezy thing, right past the dead ghast, right past Izzodath, in between Xerothin's legs, and then I just jump up, and I jump, and then I turn in midair, and then use my momentum to like grab in with my claws and like scratch upward on his face, like from his mouth, like just cut open his eyeless head completely with my claws, and then like I just sort of land, like after Yeah, I use my momentum to slide off, just like I pull down on his head, and then I like hit the ground and I run out of the way. I'm just trying to do cool stuff. Cat's really nimble, so.
Yeah, that's great.
Rufus uses sneak attack. It's super effective.
It is. It
Yes.
is super effective.
He probably had 1 or 2 HP left, but I just 20 damage. Go. I wanted to use sneak attack so bad.
It's so much overkill that there is no revive that could work on this.
It's extra dead.
How dead would you say?
Very dead.
Cadaverific.
All right.
We truly appreciate your support at Microphones and Monsters. To experience even more Microphones and Monsters magic, join our Patreon at patreon.com/creativetypo. You'll get ad-free episodes, bonus content, and even uncut sessions of our monster slaying exploits. Ooh. And don't forget to discover another Creative Typo show waiting for you after this episode. Check it out.
All right. So this room is just you just got the columns of volcanic rock in here. It's just a warm, stinky room.
Dinky.
Exactly what I wrote down.
Yeah.
When you were describing it was warm and stinky.
And there's two more. There's 2 ways you can go, and they're both squeezes to get out of here.
All right, I'm already sort of on that side, I'm assuming, like close to him since I was up near the Xerothin. Is there a way for me to investigate either one, like maybe a survival check and just check these rooms, I'm high alert.
If you want to check both, check both paths, check both squeezes, they both go to the same room.
Okay.
So you could tell them that.
Survival check. Yeah.
No, you could just go look.
I ran up ahead and came back, and I'm like, there's 2 tunnels up ahead, but they're both go to the same room.
Well,
It's going to
that's
be a
good to
tight
know.
squeeze for Xerothin, because he's very big.
I got through fine the last time.
I know you can do it,
Then why did you make that comment?
because you're the biggest.
So you're just observing me being large, is that it?
Such an
Yeah.
angry man.
Large
Just
and
me
antagonistic.
looking at you being large.
Izzodath would like to investigate both of these ghasts
Okay.
and just, or even just like a general glance. Like, do they look like they're pretty healthy? Like they're well fed? Like she's trying to figure out why on earth all these things keep attacking them when they've been told that like it's so unusual.
Well, for ghouls.
I know, but the ghasts are part of the ghoul community.
It could be
Okay, so
domesticated guests.
the looks of it
Yeah.
from like other things that have like come into this room, like maybe like animals, some sailors, like back before, it looks like they use this spot to ambush stuff so they can eat it. Like everything's
Like their
been
feeding
eaten
grounds.
on. Yeah,
But they
it's
look
like
they look like
non-discriminatory. Like they attack anything
Yeah.
that comes in here.
but they look
Not
pretty well
anymore.
fed. They don't look like emaciated or anything.
No, they look pretty well fed.
And then could we tell if they were more domesticated or feral?
I mean, they weren't really feral. Yeah, I guess you would, like, they just attack stuff that comes into this room.
She's just trying to put the puzzle pieces together.
Yeah.
I just live here. Stuff happens. I react to it.
Yeah, they have
I'm a
3
simple
choke.
man.
They basically have 3 choke points into this room, and it makes it easy for them to ambush food.
Right.
Makes sense.
Onward.
Tally ho.
All right, so you get into
which
the
way
next
are we
room
going? Oh, we're in number 9.
as you're squeezing through. Oh, do I now?
I said both ways go the same way, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
I
approach
already
it.
said that.
So as you get into as you all squeeze out, like nothing attacks you. You look around, you don't see anything. So the weight of countless tons of earth and rock bears down upon you. The uneven rubble strewn ground makes trespass difficult and slow going. Water dripping into unseen pools creates unnerving echoes. The still air hangs heavily, and a faint smell of awful grows stronger with each step into this room. So the entire ground of this cavern is difficult terrain. And it does have a high ceiling. I don't know if any of you can see up 120 feet.
No.
You mean in the dark?
In the dark, yeah.
Nope.
Nope. Only 60 feet of it.
Okay,
Yeah, just 60.
so there, you do not see the ceiling in this room, even with dark vision. So as you're walking around in this room, on the ground, you see pools of water, trash, excrement, and other refuse as you're walking around here, and it's all difficult terrain.
All right.
Surprisingly, cats don't have an advantage on difficult terrain. So I imagine I'm walking and like doing that thing where I pick my feet up just a little extra.
Or probably you're paying more attention to where you're stepping, therefore slowing you down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because it's so uneven. Yeah.
Do you want to do anything in this room with those descriptions?
Is there anything in the room besides the refuse and the high ceiling?
It's just all you see is pools of water, trash, excrement, and other refuse.
Izzodath might start to look at the various piles of like trash, start poking around to see if she sees anything of interest.
Okay. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Delicious.
Question.
Yeah.
The walls, are they difficult terrain?
I mean, they would be like moist.
Is it a cavern?
Yeah.
It's cavern, so like unless like the walls were like, carved, they would be natural and uneven.
Yeah, I have the 30-foot climbing speed.
I mean,
So
you could
if
just
I
you can ride on somebody's shoulder. Like, you don't have to walk
Well,
in
I
this
know,
stuff.
but I'm thinking that I can climb up the wall a little bit and see if I can see anything up high, since it's so high.
Oh, you want to what was your Constitution saving throw for digging through trash?
16.
Okay, are you climbing up?
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm going to see if I can see how high this is.
All right, so
And then I will climb up the wall.
So basically, it would take you like 4 turns to get up. But you do get up there, and you see
8 ghoul.
on the ceiling, it's like just pocked with small holes on the
Mhm.
ceiling.
We
Like
found out where everyone dumps all their shit.
the biggest one being no more than 6 inches across, like just 6-inch holes or smaller.
Can I look in one? Am I able to climb up into it to look?
So
Maybe not inside the hole, but am I able to get to a point where I can look up the hole, or am I just on the wall?
So
looking
as
at the hole? I
you're,
know I
like,
can climb across the ceiling.
approaching the holes, you just like
Mhm.
you hear like a humming that seems to be coming from the holes, the ceiling.
Interesting. I don't think I can do anything with that. The ceiling is humming and has 6-inch holes in it. I mean, I could probably fit my head in there. Or I could fit all the way in there if I took my armor off. But I don't think I want to climb up this hole. So, and I don't know if I can climb onto the ceiling. I can probably hold onto the wall, but not the ceiling. And so I'd probably just turn around and carefully make my way back down the wall.
Okay.
So I can tell them what's happening. And so, assuming that nothing bad is about to happen, I'm gonna tell everyone. It's like, I climbed up there, and there was a bunch of holes in the ceiling, and I could hear a weird humming sound coming from them. It was really strange. I don't know what's happening up there.
Judging by what we've seen and what we know above, I would assume that this is a focal point for the lava tubes in which they dump all of the trash and refuse that we see strewn about. As in regards to your humming, I don't know, or I don't care. I have not really made a decision. I'm wondering what we're doing here. We should press on to somewhere else. This is disgusting and, more importantly, boring.
All right. So there are 2 pathways to go, left or right.
Did I find anything interesting in the trash?
You did not.
You found trash.
I found
Trash, yeah.
trash.
You almost got cut by like broken glass.
Oh, fun.
Please stop playing in the trash dumpster, child.
All right. Is there any check I can do if I go over to these two paths to see which one might be better, aside from just going down them pretty quick. And I'm assuming once we get into the little path, it's no longer difficult terrain. It's mainly just this room. Oh, that's fine.
So the left path, as you start going down it, you start getting like a noxious kind of like smell coming from that direction.
Can I tell what
noxious
it is?
gas. Like it's some kind of just noxious gas.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I won't go further down that one.
And then the right path the right path leads you to, you can keep going straight or you could take a left.
Okay. So I'll be like, I went a little down the left one.
Let me give you a screenshot of this because it is kind of confusing.
Okay.
Yay.
I shall look. Viewers, there aren't any viewers, so listeners.
All right, so I'm showing you the room where you are.
Okay.
You got two paths, left and right. Then
The ones at the top?
so the pathway that you did go down first, left, it does have it has some loose earth. It's smaller than what you saw at the scaries in the jail, but it's large enough that with like a little digging, it could be investigated by medium-sized
Is
or
that the one
smaller
that had the
creatures.
noxious gas?
Yeah, well, if you continue down that path, it's noxious gas, but there's a little
there's a spot.
upturned dirt on the left side. I don't know if you'd want to investigate that by yourself, but
Probably not.
the other direction you are met with. Okay, so you're coming from the bottom left on this,
Okay.
and you have two pathways that end up going north and a pathway that just continues on in the big path.
Okay, so there's the right one has way more pathways, and the left one has a pathway that if you keep going, it's noxious gas, and if you don't, then there's sort of a diggy spot
Yeah.
where we could probably make our way through if we wanted to.
Yeah, and
Okay.
and it also looks like, okay, so if those two pathways that go up,
Mm-hmm.
they kind of connect to the same tunnel, and then there's another loose patch of dirt on the other side of
Oh,
that
goodness.
area, and then if you continue going north, it is on the left, on the
Mhm.
northwest. There's the noxious fumes coming from that direction, and then
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I go down and I tell everyone that. So I'm like, So I told them that I would scout ahead real quick. I imagine I didn't run into any living creatures or anything of interest. It's just these tunnels. And so I'm like, so I went up this one, and I could smell something. So I didn't go any further, but there was a spot that looked like it was all dug up. And then I went the other way, and there was a bunch more paths, but there was another spot that was dug up too. And then I smelled the gas coming from the same direction that I smelled it before. So I don't know what everyone wants to do.
And then the other only ways you can go, they both seem to go to the same room. It looks like
Yeah.
there's a bunch of bones in that room. It's the bone room.
And there's one other way, but there's a bunch of bones in the room that it goes to.
Yeah, so you got
It
three
looks
choices.
like we might be able to dig through one of the digging spots.
Well, it sounds like all three of the choices are fairly dangerous.
Well, what do you think we should do?
We should not go into the direction of poisonous gases. I tend to avoid them on principle.
No, there's spots before you get there where you can do a digging. You just don't want to keep going the way the gas is.
I
The
think
dig spot doesn't go to the gas.
I think we should look at the dirt since we keep encountering these burrowing creatures, and maybe they have something to do with the dirt you saw.
That's what I was thinking. It looked kind of like the dirt that was dug up in the houses and in the jail.
Is that where y'all want to go?
Well, that does sound like a very reasonable plan.
Very well. We'll proceed with the dirt path.
So you get
Okay.
there.
Which one are we going in? Left or right? Dirt path.
Somebody flip a
Left.
coin.
Left.
All right,
Okay,
left.
left. She said. So we'll go up the path where there was gas if you kept going, and then there's a dirt. Can Xerothin dig the dirt? He's got athletics, right?
Can, yes.
Whoever,
Right here. This is the spot. It needs to be dug up.
Very well.
Rufus will,
Go dig.
It doesn't take okay.
I'm very small.
Yeah, you're tiny. You're tiny. So
I'm tiny.
It would take-
Rufus will go over there, but he's not making any progress.
Yeah.
Digging through the dirt is quite literally beneath me at this moment.
Izzodath will use her wooden staff to help try to like poke at the
Easy,
dirt
easy.
and loosen it up.
Okay. With
Uh,
okay, go ahead.
I was going to say Lucius will try and help in whatever way he can, but it's pretty much just
Summon
barehanded
the
trying to
angel.
like shift stuff out of the way.
All right.
Summon the angel and make the angel
Yeah, there you go.
Like, you do it.
That's probably a full spell. Don't do that.
I mean, it's limited resources, but
Yeah.
All right. Well, your digging leads you to an ovoid cavern. A pool of crystal clear water fills an impression in the center of the room. The pool has dozens of sightless fish and crustaceans swimming within. So-
Okay.
This
It's pretty.
room, this particular tunnel, doesn't look like it's been visited by ghouls for generations and offers you a respite from the dangers of the lava tubes. You can rest in here.
Cool.
Boom,
I would like to do
shakalaka.
that.
Yeah.
that seems like a pretty fair place to get.
Yeah, I would like the remaining hit points and abilities back.
And you
Okay,
can
and then
long
I'm gonna-
rest if you need to.
Oh,
That's
we
what I was
can?
thinking. Yeah.
That's probably good. We went here at night. It's the middle of the night. We've been crawling through tunnels all night long now for probably at least an hour or two.
So it's easy enough for you to like pack dirt back up and block yourselves into this room.
Okay.
Yep.
And you can even catch fresh fish, and the water is fresh to drink.
And Rufus is gonna say, Caesar, then it was a good idea to come in here. You have to admit it. And I'm going to use my Ace Cardic Inspiration for a persuasion check on Xerothin.
Ooh.
Okay.
So I just said that. I just said, see, it was the right decision to come in here. You have to admit it.
Yeah. So I'm agreeing with you?
Roll a persuasion check and then fail to my critical hit Ace Cardic Inspiration. This should feel familiar in a weird way.
So what happens when I get a nat 20?
I don't know. Ask Adam.
You have to agree to disagree.
What's
Do we roll off?
What do you roll against
I don't know.
persuasion if you don't want it?
I don't know.
He did last time. He used his Ace Cardic Inspiration to
Oh yeah.
auto fail,
Yeah.
make me auto fail my check against him.
Don't you just have
Oh,
to
it's
find a-
essentially
it's
doing Uno
insight.
reverse card.
Insight versus the persuasion.
Well, yeah, I guess.
roll your stubbornness trait.
It's always 20. It's the perfect roll.
Well, I had
I get
a
no, because
critical hit
insight's
with my
against
Ace.
deception.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is just persuasion.
I'm like
We're pissing about.
okay, so I'm not gonna have you roll anything against him. Rufus is very persuasive that in getting you to, I guess, accept things. So like role play it out, and then we'll call it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'll say it again. I'll say, see, Xerothin, it was the right decision to come here, and even you have to admit it.
You're referring to the giant sewer full of refuse, trash, and absolute abhorrent smells, correct?
No, I'm referring to digging in the spot, and you were all mean about it and didn't help. And
You know, it
now-
actually doesn't smell as bad in here.
Okay, Rufus. I'm a mean person. What else do you want from me?
I just wanted you to admit it.
That I'm a mean person?
That you were wrong, and that you said it would be useless to come here.
Oh, thank you, Rufus. I have not laughed like that in a long time.
It's good to know you can laugh, even if you're mean.
Rufus, I have pulled spines out of lesser creatures with just as much enthusiasm. I have killed for coin, and I have relished in every single moment of it. To say that I am mean is quite the understatement. I am
Yeah.
ruthless. I am merciless. I am a killer. That is what I do, and I am very good at it. This goes for the rest of you. This is what I do. This is how you can rely on me to save your ill-gotten lives.
Yeah, but you can rely on us when we make suggestions too that aren't killing.
I do not agree.
And I will have a very rueful smile as I say that.
Next time on Microphones and Monsters.
This is awful. What is wrong? I need something to eat.
Flashbacks haunt Xerothin's dreams. Izzodath, your nightmare returns.
Hey, podcast lovers. Are you looking for a story with drama,
Please help me.
action,
If Skylar becomes a problem, I'll handle them.
mystery,
Who are you?
humor?
If you put too many eggs in a basket, one of them's gonna drop out and split right open.
Have I got a story for you? Sticks Shift Incorporated, an audio drama about life, death, and mayhem. Available wherever podcasts are found.